Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly love reading. We're going to be starting with the Angel Answer Oracle cards. This card answers whatever question you have at the end or becomes a part of the reading. Dum dum. The next card is your Romance Angel card. Thank you very much for being here, Sag. Oops. Oh boy. Okay. So you get two cards. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, and a heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Boy, they really do go together, don't they? Sometimes for a relationship to work, you just gotta say what you gotta say. Because sometimes it's what you don't say that makes all the difference. Sometimes it actually is the wedge that keeps you apart. And I think that's what this is talking about. You know, they always say that if you're not happy in a relationship, more than likely the other person isn't either. But if you don't say anything and the other person doesn't say anything, then the relationship just has a slow death that if you really care about the person and you think this is a relationship that could work, you need to talk. You need to get it out, put it on the table, and see if it's fixable. And as the cards say, whoever you're thinking of, it is more than likely fixable. Now, if you were talking about abuse, something illegal, immoral, illicit, unsafe, unhealthy, then no. Okay? Don't do that to yourself because it's just not worth it. Okay? Okay, so got some interesting cards going here, kiddo. Sagittarius, you start with the High Priestess. About your intuition and not actually knowing everything you need to know. So keep that in mind. You don't know everything just yet. So I think that speaks to that heart-to-heart conversation. Remember I said, you know, that if you are unhappy, if there's something you're not talking about, there's probably something that you don't know that they're not happy about, you know? And I think that speaks to that right here. The Five of Swords. This to me implies that one of you feels slighted. Because I believe this is you, this guy is walking towards you. He's already stabbed others in the back. Are you possibly with Sagittarius, someone who has, pardon the expression, you know, stabbed other people in the back in love, cheated on them maybe, not been the best person they could have been in a relationship? Or maybe you've been kidding yourself about someone and you've been trying to see the best in them, but they have done something that you don't know about. And maybe that's what's bothering you, and that's what you need to talk about in the other cards. The Moon. It's so interesting because I said looking about the past, and the Moon, this card. Now, don't forget, we are having a full moon. I think this is appropriate. Could be dealing with a Cancerian. That's possible, Sagittarius. But in this moon card, the moon is about not knowing everything. And it's so funny because the High Priestess doesn't know, but it's about trusting your intuition. And this, to me, this is like your river of tears. This is your emotions. This is the reel of your life. Looking at what you've seen in the past. This, to me, says, you may have seen this behavior before, and you are not acknowledging your own intuition. This is you ignoring your intuition. The High Priestess is here to say, trust your gut. The High Priestess says, trust your gut, trust your intuition about what you think. And the World card is about things changing and coming into a different, out into the world. It's like, ta-da, here I am. That's why I always think of the World card. There is Taurus and Leo on here also. And I want to say that I always say that, you know, I realize that I say I want to say in a lot of my readings, and then I was watching somebody else, and they say I want to say too, and I thought, how funny. But the World card to me is because if you trust your intuition, you know, she is here to say, you don't know everything. If you feel like this is happening or it's affecting you, this, you know, that the person has done this to somebody else. The Moon card says you don't know. It's another card confirmation that you don't know. These cards all speak to you needing to have a conversation. You've got to put everything on the table. What do you think is going on? Have that heart-to-heart conversation. Because if this is someone you really want to be with, if this is, I mean, look at this couple. If this is how you feel when you're together, like it's just you two and wrapped in these beautiful, feathery, comfortable, warm, loving wings, why wouldn't you give it a chance and talk? Because if you do, I believe that's what happens. It's the world. I believe that you guys come together and the relationship is able to move forward. Let's see what your angel answer oracle card says. And see, don't stop. This is confirmation. Don't stop. Have the conversation. Gotta have the conversation, Sagittarius. Talk. Now, I'm doing at the end a spellcasting oracle card because, well, I like them. And I got to break up the monotony. I noticed that I'm doing the same type of reading. And although I like it, there's nights when I do it and I go, you know, I got to add something else. So if you have any suggestions, Sagittarius, you guys are very smart. Let me know. 3, 2, 1. Life purpose. Ha ha. Now, it's really interesting that you would get the life purpose card because it's one of the few cards in here that has the equivalent of 3 moons. Moon, 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 and the light coming through the trees. Now, trees in a lot of cases are, I always think of Lenormand cards. And the tree is like the tree of life. It's family. And I think that this speaks to you and your getting to know and working on your partnership. That maybe your love partnership has something to do with your future in your career. So this might be some very formidable person, meaning that they are very, they have a big effect on your life. Whether they stay in it or not, there's something about them that's going to teach you something you need to know. So have that conversation. Thank you for being here, Sagittarius. Good luck. Take care. Bye.